Hey guys, it's Dan, your host of your Dan's Reviews, and today I'm back with my review of the Season 8 finale of The Walking Dead Season 8. This is, of course, episode 16, which is called Wrath. So, of course, the first thing I want to ask you guys, what did you guys think about Survival Sunday? I thought it was awesome. However, I do have my problems with both, a lot with the Walking Dead finale, and not really too much with the Fear episode, to be honest. So I want to just kind of just simply talk about the finale in this video, and then we'll do a review pretty soon for the Fear, episode 1. So, which is really cool with the whole Morgan stuff. So anyway, let's just talk about the finale. So, what did I think about this season finale of The Walking Dead? I thought that this was a really... Now, okay, if this was just a regular episode for The Walking Dead, I would have been like, oh yeah, that's an awesome episode right there. That's a really, really cool episode. Something about this episode just didn't... I don't know. I'm sorry, I think this finale was just an alright finale. I thought it was a great episode, but as a season finale, I really think that this was not one of the best finales we've seen. I think we've seen better finales. I don't know. Yeah, you guys can share your opinions. I think personally this finale, it was alright, And again, I'm a huge Walking Dead fan. I mean, look at the background. It's covered in Walking Dead. But I have to be honest, I thought this episode was kind of weak at some points. Just my opinion. So we start off this episode, we got tons of scenes with Rick and Carl. Now, they didn't show Chandler Riggs, so I kind of figured. But I did like how they kept showing that through the episode, Rick. He even looked younger, too, in the time, when Rick turned around and put the hat on Carl, at the very end of the episode. I was like, man, they make him look so much younger, because that actually looked like Andrew Lincoln, 8 years ago. It really does. So good job on that. But, getting into the beginning, you've got Sadiq and Rick, talking about how Carl died. Rick kind of, touched by it, that kind of thing. And then they immediately go to war. You've got Morgan, who's hallucinating. He's kind of, even at this point in time, he goes for the kid too. He's losing it. And Morgan wants to come with Rick. So they decide, okay, we're going to take Morgan, and they all go out to the field. Now, this is when this episode really started to get cool. But we had to wait a good half an hour before the battle even started, because we have the stuff with Negan on his way there. Gabriel tries to escape, he doesn't, and then they just take him again. So that was all right, Eugene points a gun in his face, and it's all right. We do see the long-haired savior, which I was like, ugh, whatever. No. So, didn't like that at all. I thought that was just terrible because I hate him so much. I'm sure the fandom, so good job on that though, because it definitely it was the point of it was to annoy the fans. So I think that was all right. But now going into the battle, this was the point in time where I was the most excited. When you see them go up to the hill and you see all of the people, all of the saviors surrounding them. That was intense. When Negan was counting down, and this was really exciting. When Negan started counting, and again, I was super hyped around this point in time. He's like, 3, 2, and Eugene keeps looking at him, and he's like, go ahead, do it. Go ahead. Oh my god, I gotta give it to Eugene. He's such, he acted so good in this episode. Not Josh McDermott, he does a good job playing Eugene, but I mean Eugene acting like he is fully on Negan's side. Negan bought that 100%, and I could tell. He was shocked when he saw that, as the whole fan, as all the fans were. But seriously, Negan trusted him so much, I felt like. He was shocked. He was really shocked. Now, whether or not Negan knew that Eugene was captured in the last episode is beyond me. But, because I don't think they explained that, did they? No, I don't think so. But anyway, he's got Gabriel. He wants to pop Gabriel. I actually did think Gabriel might have been killed off. And as soon as he goes to kill Gabriel, he's like 3, and everybody's just they're freaking out. 2, people are still freaking out. 1, and then that's when you see Eugene, and then it goes to the Saviors, and boom, they all go down. Well, not all of them, but the majority of the Saviors get killed. And it was just like, wow, that was super awesome. And that is one thing I will say. That's probably one of my favorite scenes of the episode right there. And then when they see Negan run away, and Rick's like, no, and he's got his whole group, and they start shooting some of the rest of them. And, they go after Negan. Rick goes off on his own. He shoots at Negan, runs out of bullets, and then this is when we get the scene where Rick and Negan have their confrontation. Now, overall, the confrontation, in my opinion, was just alright. I thought, did I like it? You could say I did, but, I mean, because I'm sure you guys probably think I really, really enjoyed it when I'm saying it in this review, but maybe you won't think I enjoyed it. I'll just say I did enjoy it, but it wasn't what I was expecting. I was expecting to see the biggest one-on-one fight ever. I really did. My expectations were so high to see that fight. That was the main thing that was drawing me in to the finale. And I gotta say, I was disappointed by that. And that's the whole reason why I thought this episode could have used a little bit of, extra, this battle in this episode, it was really short. It was really short. They could have had more of the battle. I don't know. You could have had Negan, when he's, today's the day, Rick, as he's pointing the gun to Gabriel, and maybe Rick's yelling back and forth, and they're just yelling at each other. They don't even see each other, and they're just yelling back and forth to each other, for a good, 5 minutes, just dialogue between them. We've got you surrounded, Rick. Come out here and do this. And them two are just yelling at each other for 5 minutes. That would have been awesome. Then Eugene and all the stuff happens. And then Rick goes after Negan. Seriously, the battle just went it was so short. It was really short. But also at the same time, I can't blame them because they did do a lot of stuff this season. This season was crazy. This season was insane. I'll definitely give it that. We saw a lot of stuff this season, and I know a lot of the fans hate Season 8. I don't hate Season 8. I don't even hate this finale. I'm just saying there was quite a few points that I do have problems with. So you've got the confrontation between Rick and Negan, and he's like, just give me 10 seconds for Carl, please. Now, I kind of saw it coming. I was kind of like, no, they're not going to do that. No, maybe not. Maybe they won't do that. I was just kind of arguing with myself. No, Rick's not going to cut him. He's not going to cut Negan. No, he's not going to do it. No. Nah, I don't think so. Well, I was kind of like, oh, no, yeah, he's going to. I was sitting there, and for a split second, write in the comments if you guys thought Rick actually killed him, non-comic readers. But I'm a comic reader, and I kind of knew. Okay, yeah, that's alright. But I can't see people complaining about that. That scene was awesome, comic reader or not. That scene was awesome when Rick, defeats him. He shows his group. He shows everybody, the saviors that surrender, everything. He shows them, I won. He loses. I won. So Negan ain't Negan anymore. I'm the leader. He isn't. So I like that. It was a little bit of a show-off scene, but I did like it. He's like, he drops the knife. Save him. I won. Save him. And then Maggie. So can we please take a second to talk about Maggie? Seriously, what is going on with her? Seriously. We've got the Daryl stuff, Jesus and, Daryl, Maggie, and Jesus. What the heck? Seriously. We're going to do a video on that later on this week, but I mean, seriously, that's Rick Grimes. What are you doing? Seriously, and we'll do a video on that later, but I did like that scene, Mag's like, no, we have to finish it. This is not done until we finish him and all that kind of stuff. So, yeah. Now, Then we get the scene, we finally find out, no, Rick at the tree, that was Negan's blood. He wasn't bleeding from his hand or anything like that, which I'm happy, because I don't want to see Rick lose his hand in the TV series version. They keep teasing us with that stuff. It's getting to the point where it's like, no, they're not going to have Rick lose his hand anymore. So, yeah, Red-Eyed Rick, that's what that was from. And then we get to the end. You're awake, aren't you? You're going to rot in the jail cell for the rest of your life, and you're going to see how wrong you were. That was awesome. That was really awesome. So, to conclude this episode, you had the stuff with Tara, where, you know, and I did like this too, where the Saviors, and then all of a sudden the Oceanside people show up with Aaron. That was also really cool too, but it's kind of like, oh, they're there. Okay. It wasn't like last season where Shiva came in and it was just this huge ordeal. No, they just kind of showed up and did that, you know. So, yeah, it was impressive, but it's like, oh, they're there. Okay, you know. What's up? You know, that kind of deal. So, yeah, that's kind of what I have to say about that. But overall, I did like this finale a lot. I almost do want to do a video. Was this a disappointing finale? Because as an episode standalone, I really think that this episode was awesome, right? I mean, if this was a regular episode, I'd be like, yeah, that was a really good episode of Walking Dead last night, wasn't it? You know? But for a finale, I'm sure almost everybody's, you know, they were more hyped than what we actually got. And the episode I don't hate. It's just the length of the battle was short, in my opinion. So, you know, that's one thing. But then we also, just to talk at the end, I also want to talk about Daryl letting Dwight go. Dwight leads the Saviors in the comics later on, so I'm not really sure how that's, you know, obviously I didn't think Daryl was going to kill Dwight. For a split second, I was like, maybe, but no, not so much. But anyway, cool finale, really enjoyed it, and I am going to do my review of Fear the Walking Dead later on. So anyway, guys, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and again, write your comments about the season finale. I want to hear them, and you know, was this disappointing to you? For me, a little bit, but you know, what are you gonna do? So can't wait for season 9 though. Good episode either way. Loved it. Season 8 was awesome. We're gonna do a whole overall season 8 video, but first, Fear the Walking Dead episode 1 review. Can't wait to do that. So anyway, guys, I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.